is good.
Yes.
And all the time.
All the time.
Yeah. We feel so much welcome in the US, and we are glad to be here. Ever since I was born, when I opened up my eyes, I saw a woman standing by my side. And I love speaking to girls, and I love speaking to the women. Life is a journey, and each one of us will have a different script. But certainly, some of us have ever been into a classroom where we are taught by a given teacher, but unfortunately when results come back, all of us will have different marks. Someone has an A, someone has a B, someone has a C. But the same teacher was teaching us. And we really don't know what happens along life. So someone says, am I so bad because my grades are down? Or am I so good because my grades are up? And we wonder and we always have questions. And most of the questions are unanswered. Sometimes if pillows could talk, we couldn't hang them out. Because we go up from the day and you sleep, you cover up yourself. People think that you're covered up, but deep inside you're empty. Deep inside you opened up. But today I want to tell you, each one of us, no matter what we go through, every paper that we have before us, and we have to write our names, you have to write and answer everything. Sometimes we cannot answer it right. And we cannot answer everything in life like the other person answered. The worst thing you can do in life is you to desire to live life like Fred. You'll fall and you'll fail. Because God has equipped us differently. But He has given us the power to go out of this life as victors, not as victims. Not everybody who smiles loves you. Not everybody who claps is happy because you have said something. Not everybody who says you're welcome, they mean it. Not everybody who says, I don't want to talk to you, they mean it. Sometimes we are repelled, and sometimes we are attracted. But let the force of love always attract us to the right people who are going to encourage us and lift us up. Because each one of us, we need someone. We need someone by your side. But sometimes the silence within us keeps us away from the people who would have welcomed us home. Because we don't know. There are people who have hurt us, but not everybody is bad. Not everybody who speaks to you loudly, it's a clear signal that they want you to hear what they are saying. Sometimes we hear much by saying nothing. The secrets that are within us are always kept before us, but not everybody that you tell your secret will keep it. Someone said, I can keep a secret, it's only the people who I tell who don't. That means they keep it up to the next person. So who is reliable when it comes to the issues of life? Who can stand with us? Because even in darkness, even our own shadows are nowhere to be seen. You close your eyes, but you see with your heart. That's why today I want to ask you, guard your heart with all diligence. For out of it there flows the issues of life. You know, someone can break your hand, it's mended, and you move forward. But if someone breaks your heart, it can go with you for a lifetime. You can forget the person who slapped you, but it's sometimes very hard to forget the person who told you a hurting word. It goes with you. Some of the people that I've seen so encouraged, they say, when I was young, my mom told me this, and that's the reason as to why I know I'm courageous. Some people have been hurt from childhood, not because they were denied food, but because a hurtful word was said. That's why. You see, you can't see the words that I'm saying, but these hurts go right down to the heart. They either cause pain, they either cause hope, or they put you down and you feel like I'm nothing. Some of us who are being trashed, it's not because someone put us in the garbage can, but it's because of what someone said about us. And you're like, how could they say that? I thought they were my friends. Yes, even our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, He was betrayed by a kiss. Not everybody who kisses you loves you. Some people are so poisonous, and they can only do it so sweet with a kiss. And by the time you know it, you're betrayed to the core. But there is still hope to each one of us. Today we want us to open a new page of our lives. Yes, we had a page that was dark yesterday, but today we can rewrite our story so that we can write our story with hope, a story of joy. So that people who have been knowing us, yes, I've been known for pain, but today my pain is turning into gain. I want to shine, not to whine. I want to bring joy, not to bring pain. Sometimes if you can't help anyone, please at least don't hurt them. Someone can say, I have nothing to give. It's not all that we give is money. No. You can give a hug. You can give a compliment. You can tell someone, I believe in you. If you look to the greatest failure in life and you still tell them, I still believe in you, they can get the courage to move on. If you see someone who is hopeless and you tell them, I hope that you can do it, let me tell you, they can run. Sometimes it's not the fastest runner, but it's someone who is running in the right direction. Because very many people run, but they are running to a completely opposite direction, which is not worth to the target. So you can run fast or you can run slow, but one thing that is true, you must know where you're going. The only person who can't get lost is the one who doesn't know where they're going. But if you know where you're going, not everything belongs to you. You surround yourself with people who are positive, people who see the best in you, not who call the worst in you. There are very many people who look at us and all they see is pain, all they see is misery, they see hopelessness. I remember when I was a young child, I was called a dog, not because I was barking, but because they realized I was useless. I had nothing to give, because here you are, your mother is a teenage mother, you don't have enough hope for education, so there is nothing in you. They don't see the future. But one thing I want to tell you, not the people who don't hope in you determine where you're going. Actually, if someone that you know as God, some of us wouldn't be alive. Because they want to dictate everything that you need to be in life. They want to dictate your next step in life. They want to dictate your future. Actually, some of us, they would have told you, you can never even get married. You don't have the right looks, you don't have the right figure, but guess what? They were not the one to determine how far you have to go. Now you're married, you have kids, you finished school, and life is flourishing. So I want to ask you, don't be caught up in the past. No. It's time for you to release everything that you had collected, so that your heart regains the joy that you are missing. Yes, we have gone through a lot, but thank God we have just gone through. If someone tells you, I am going through something, rejoice with them. Why? Because they're not stuck. Someone tells you, oh, I'm stuck, I'm caught up. Then that's someone to be there with. You tell them, you make it, please move. Because it's only stagnant water that is a bleeding ground for a lot of infectious diseases. But if you keep moving day by day, life is going to thrust you to the next level. You're not hopeless because people say that you're hopeless. No. The only time that you can lose hope is when you give up on yourself. But every time if you're courageous and you look into the mirror and you tell that person that you already see in the mirror, you can make it. I believe in you. I trust in you. Day by day, when you wake up, what do you say to your own life? Because the tongue is powerful. The tongue is powerful. The tongue is powerful. The world that we see came out of the word. God spoke the word and the world existed. So if you want to change your world, change your words. That's why I said, guard your heart, because out of your heart there flows the issues of life. What are you speaking to your own children? When you see your husband, what do you say? Oh, miserable me, look at this accident that I got. Then you're going to have the accident every day, every time, and every hour. If you want your kids to get the best out of life, believe in them, trust in them. But every time we remind them how useless you are, how hopeless you are, and given that you don't love the father, if the kid looks like the father, every time you want to abuse the father, you abuse the child. Look at that big head as you're looking to the man. So I want to ask you, let you fly on the wings of hope to a destination that no one can ever pull you down. If you believe that you can, surely you have. If you know that you're not a victim, surely you are going to be a victor. But if you say, I don't know, I am hopeless, I am useless, I want to tell you, if you feel like you are so flooded with a dryness, dive into the swimming pool of love. Very many of us, we feel like I can't do it. No, if you want to be wet, don't pray for it. Fall into the water. He'll be wet. It's time for us to fall into that pool of love, that pool of joy, that pool where we are called to hope, where we are called to resist everything that is telling us that we can't be, where we are looking at everything and we're neglecting it. Why? Because our dreams are too big. I know all of us, you're not at home, but if I tell you close your eyes, go where you left whatever that you left at home, with your eyes closed, you can see everything very clear. From today onwards, I want to ask you, let us begin to see everything before us very clear, so that we can move ahead, so that we can move forward day by day. There is still hope for each one of us. There is still hope. Once you get a seed and you put it under the ground and you cover it, do you know what you've done? Someone says, you covered it. It is gone. We can't see it. No. That seed, you've only given it ground. So the same thing that I want to tell you. Some of you have been covered by your own families. You've been neglected by your own friends. People forgot about you, but they didn't know that you were a seed. They put you in the ground and you're going to rise again. You're going to rise better. You're going to rise with better hope so that you can move ahead. When you look at an apple, you've seen one. When you look at the apple seed, you can't count how many apples are in that seed. It's the same thing that is on the inside of you. People can see you as one, but they don't know the greatness that is on the inside of you.
Right.
So they may despise you, they may underlook you, but never despise yourself. Continuously believe in yourself. Yes, maybe I am sick and this disease is here, but my personality is not sick. I don't identify myself as the sick. I have gone through a lot, but that is not my identity. No. Whatever thing that has happened to me, it has happened to me, but it has happened for me.
Yes.
So that I can go forward. Out of the pain that you're going through, may you embrace God so that He can bring the gain out of your life. Your script must not end in pain. People are going to look at you. Your children still believe in you. I want to tell you, even the weakest man when he is walking, everybody who sees him believes that he's weak, but not his child. When he looks at everyone, he feels like he has David by his side. Yes, Goliath, you're too big, but my father is a giant killer. Deep inside you, every lady here, there is a giant killer. When a woman is pregnant, it's not only a baby. You always carry destinies on the inside of you. There are destinies that are always wrapped on you in your womb. So make sure that you embrace them, that you bring them up, so that when you are preparing food on the dining, you're not only preparing a meal, but you are preparing futures. You are setting destinies right. You feed them with the right things, the right ingredients, so that they can move day by day. I want to tell you, when everybody fails to believe in you, never fail yourself. Yes, everybody says you can't, but within you say, I can do all things through Christ, who gives me the strength. When everybody says hopeless, look at you, you never amount to anything. Actually, use the same things so that you can build and go to the next level. If someone throws to you rocks from today, two things you can do. You can either build a barrier for yourself or you build a bridge to the next level. It's time for us to use every rock that has been thrown to us, every negative word, every negative energy that has come to you. Resist it and say it, okay, you have come, I'm going to turn you so that I can step on you to go to the next level.
Yes.
Some of us, we have given a lot of power to the people who tell us that we can't do it. And that's what they want to know. Someone told you, your children are not going to mount up anything. You're like, after all, they say that they are losers. They are losers. No. Use everything that they have told you. that you can never do it and use it as a stepping stone to go to the next level, to build up for the next generation. Because the world is looking at us as mothers. The world is looking at us as mothers. Because no, people say it's my motherland. Why my motherland? Because it's where everything starts.
Yep.
Women are multipliers. Give her groceries, you'll have a meal. Give her a house, she'll turn into a home. I want to tell you, they have given us the least things, but as women, we can incubate it and increase the next generation. That's why, as she lands, what we do is we remind those young girls that yes, they can say that you're only marriage material, but we want to tell you, you can turn the world upside down. Because in Uganda, not every girl has the same opportunities like boys. No. Send a boy to school, leave a girl home. Why? She can fetch water. She can wash the clothes. Not the American way. When I say washing clothes for you, you press the buttons. No. And then someone says, I've been so tired. Wash clothes all day. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Put water in the basin, get the soap, squeeze them one by one.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about, washing. So, through all that, we desire to boost their self-esteem so that they can become self-reliant, so that they can be able to save themselves and the next generation. There is one girl that I always talk about. She was supposed to be forced into marriage at the age of 15. Here from a Muslim background. And then we hear a story because we normally hold conferences, there is one we call the Better Together, where we call both boys and girls and we tell them, okay, don't look at yourself as body parts. Look at yourself as people who can work together, who can support each other. She's a woman, you are a man, so you need each other so that we can move together. This young girl was supposed to be put into marriage, but what we did is we took her on, we put her in school, and now she is a practicing nursery teacher. She's living a better life.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Because I believe if she learns, she earns. If she learns, she is better. If a woman is empowered, it takes a weak man to think that an empowered woman is a challenge. We are meant to complete each other, not to compete with one another. You get it?
Yes.
That's the direction.
Yeah.
You bring, then we move forward. Because we are better together. We lift up one another.
Yes.
We support each other. We're not here to challenge one another, but we are here to realize that we have a direction. That's why each one of us, we should learn how to lift up one another. But very many of us, we go behind the scenes, we gossip about each other. Look at the way the clothes they're putting on. If they knew how their legs look like, they would have dressed better. Hey, their legs can support them to move. If they can do that, then let them move. Let them go forward. Actually, one thing I realized in life, everybody got an issue.
Yeah.
But we have clear eyes to see someone else's issue.
Ah.
Look at that hair. Me can go to the salon and do such hair. Hey, also look at yours. Because we have bigger mirrors to see the other one very clear. But we need also to learn how we can see our own. How we can see our own. If I was that man, I can't get married to such a woman. Hey, that's the reason I swear you're still single. So, so what we're supposed to do is let's mind our own business because we have a lot.
Yeah.
We have a lot. We need our children to rise up in the way that they should fear the Lord. And we are neglecting it because we are so much concentrated. We're so much concentrated on every other issue. I'm feeling a lot of pain. Can you imagine what they said about me on social media? Who cares?
Right.
You have a better life to think about. We have a better life. That's why guard your heart from today. Guard your heart. Put a clear fence. So that not everything that you hear is supposed to have a residence within your heart. No. Your heart is special. Do you know the last time you checked on how rent is expensive? Huh? But can you imagine things are living in your heart without paying rent? Rent free.
Yeah.
And who is miserable? It's you.
Yep.
Can you imagine when they were talking about me? Hey, let me tell you, they only talk about special things. Actually, people talk about you because you have what they don't have. Because you're in a given class that they want to pull you down to their level. Because you have reached to places that they will never reach. So what are you supposed to do? If they think they're fast, why are they behind you? They call them backbiters. I fear front biters. Because you are resisting my progress. But backbiter, you're pushing me forward. So I don't mind you. That's why there is a very big windshield on the car and then 2 rear view mirrors. How many of you are supposed to drive every time you're focusing on the rear view mirrors?
Yeah. Right.
Huh? Stop driving focusing on your past. The past is past. The future is too bright that you need sunglasses. Hey! Go towards your future. Focus every day. Research your mind. It's time for us to renew. Fly on the wings of faith and go to your destiny in the name of Jesus. You will make it. You will make it. And never be crippled by your past success. The same way, you should never be crippled by your past failures. If only my mother didn't do that, yeah, she didn't do it, move forward. Move forward. We cannot rehearse of the pain that is in the past. We cannot go back to change it. But this is what I always say, that if this is 2025, 2025 is not a good year. 2025 is a worst year. Okay, now, when you look in your past, even 2020 was bad.
Yeah.
So, I can't even remember. I don't want to remember. But you keep on remembering. Why do you remember what you don't want to remember?
Yeah.
Now, from today, let's determine. 2025 is my year. This is 2026. So I make sure that my 2025 is prepared well. I set my time. I do things that I'm supposed to do. I go where I'm supposed to go. I be where I'm supposed to be. So I prepare my 2025. When I go to 2026 and I look back, I have a better past.
I love that.
So the best way you can work on your past is to embrace your today so well. So by the time you go to your bed, you look at your yesterday and you're like, whoo, I will rejoice for he has made me glad. But some of us, we waste our today, and guess what? We burden our tomorrow. That means by the time tomorrow comes, we have nothing to talk about. Because we waste our today, worried about tomorrow, and then we go into tomorrow, worried about our past. We shall never engage in our lives. Instead of living, we're just existing. The time has come for us to live and fly. And then someone looks at you, why are you smiling? You tell them a merry heart does good like medicine. You understand? Every time, rejoice. The Bible says, rejoice in the Lord, and again I say rejoice. Everything that wants to bring misery to you, don't pay attention. I think all of us, we have computers and we have the keyboard.
Yeah.
There is a favorite verse I want to take you to today. Delete.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't love you. Okay. I delete. I hate you. Delete. Actually, sometimes you do Control Alt.
Delete.
Do you know what we do? We remember what we're supposed to forget and forget what we're supposed to remember. Someone who told you that they love you, they celebrate you, you forget about them, and then you're all miserable. Can you imagine what Peter did to me in 1946? Hey, come on, let's move ahead. I feel like someone goes to the cemetery and they are crying. If you, man, you didn't die. If you, man, you didn't. And then someone finds them and they're like, was that someone very special? Yes, this man was very special. He was my first husband. Hey, he died. You can't bring him back. So move ahead. Move forward. Move forward. I know it is not easy, but it's the best thing that you can ever do for your life. One step at a time. Sweet Jesus. Move one step ahead. Paul says, one thing I do, forgetting the things that are behind me. Many of us, we are crippled by the past. We are holding on to the past mistakes. We are holding on to the past miseries. But the time has come for us to renew our minds so that we can fill our hearts once again. We fill them with hope, fill them with joy, fill them with love. The one thing I did after knowing that, okay, because actually I learned English by listening to American preachers. Yeah, because
That's awesome. Yeah.
I remember going to school without shoes, and I was not such a humble person. I used to laugh, like, but I was humbled one time when I put on a trouser and it got holes. Because I didn't have a new one, mom couldn't afford a new one. So this Fred boy could sit down during school time. Everybody is running upside down, but I was sitting down. Not because I was calm, but my situation put me down. And as I went through all that, I looked at this lady called my mom, who has gone through all this, but she helped me to be in school up to the level where I stood. Personally, I'm a school dropout. I didn't finish university. No, I didn't, because she couldn't afford. So when I started knowing about Jesus, I started watching American preachers every day, and we didn't have a TV. So I had to intrude in the neighbor's house. I come, whether you're watching something, okay, I sit, and then when you go out, I change it, and then I watch, and then I move out. Because sometimes if you don't have what to do, what is left is all you do.
Yeah, that's cool.
I had one shirt, and it was my favorite because I had no option. You know, when you have only one thing to have, then you have no options. You don't take long in the closet. How do I look? No, I had no options. All I had was the one that I had. So I could pick that every day, and then I move. One time I was walking on the table road, I asked if she had land. I was saying, my mom, maybe she would have provided better. Maybe she would have given us a better life. Maybe we would have lived a flourishing life. If she, actually, that's why I get the name She Lands. So that I can go to the schools and pay for some school fees. So that I can go to school and tell some of the girls who are in school and they don't know the reason as why they're in school. Why are you here? My mother told me to come. Hey, you're not there because of your mom. You're there because of your future. So when I started, I had nothing to give. But there is only one thing that God had given to me. He gave me the voice. So I used that to remind them. I used that to speak. I used that to speak until one time Facebook came up, and then I found a lady on Facebook. Her name is Ashley. I told her about what I do. She did for me. She opened for me the website. She didn't give me the money, but she gave me the platform. Because there is one thing that is very clear. It's very hard for anyone to trust in us, especially your stranger behind the screen.
Right.
Very many people say what they do and they don't do nothing. So that's how I got the privilege, and when I shared with her the story, she believed, and then she started putting me on her page so that people can see what I do from an American standpoint. When Jim speaks to you about me, you can open up your eyes a little faster and your heart. More than when I come to you and I say, this is what I do, and others come.
Right.
So that's how we started. Now we have 17 girls who are in school being paid for. We go to the villages, we help those single mothers. Actually, we have so far funded 4 medical surgeries for a woman who had, how do they call those things? fibroids.
Fibroids,
Yeah, she had a stomach that you could think she is 9 months pregnant.
Wow.
She was all shrinked, and we paid for the operation, and she's now she gained weight, she's living a better life. And then another lady who, she's an elder already, she got a dislocation, and she had to have a hip replacement. So we paid for that. And then another mother gave birth to a baby who had a growth here, and then she had to go for the operation. And we were able to do that not because I had the money, but because there are people who believe that the work that I'm doing is real and authentic. So that's why we do what we do, so that if a life is changed, a life is transformed, then this world becomes a better place.
Yes.
Let me tell you, we're better together.
Yes.
When we come together as a united force, we can lift each other. We can lift up those who are saying, I'm giving up on life. That's why when I was told, hey, come and speak to the ladies, I love speaking to them.
Thank you.
Yes, because
Oh, awesome. We are blessed.
I grew up seeing women in the house. It was my mom and my sister. Yeah, like some people say that, when you sleep on the bed up, you fall down. Me, I had no reason to worry about that because I was already sleeping on the ground. Yeah, actually, the only person who can say that people are putting me down is the one who has lifted up themselves. But if God lifts you up, no one can put you down. So have that hope on the inside of you. So as I'm closing, I want to ask you, take a step every day and make sure that every step you take forward, you incline to the beauty of what you see, even when you're closing your eyes. That can never be replaced. Someone can forge up with your environment, but the only person who can forge up your future is the one you have given the open door to your heart. Make sure you don't let anything penetrate your heart that is not worth it. From today, close your ears, close your eyes to anything and everything that is putting you down. The only time you have to be put down is when you're lifting someone up. Don't put anyone down. Yes, they can cause pain to you, but make sure you don't hurt anyone. You don't hurt anyone, because we need each other. We need each other. The only person who needs no one is not yet gone. Because even a baby will need the mother to lift them up. Do you remember when you've just given birth to your babies?
Yes.
They were all laying down there, all innocent. No turning unless you turn them. And can you imagine the same person who you helped turns against you, your own child? It is so painful. Your own person treats you like a stranger. But God said, I will never leave you nor forsake you. He understands what's going on in your heart. He knows that your heart is broken. He knows. But He came to mend the broken hearts. He came to give you a reason that, yes, even your own people treat you like strangers, but I still love you. I still care for you. I still care for you. I still care for you. Can I repeat that a little some more? He cares for you. He's not here to scare you. He's here to care for you. So take a step every day. I know it is hard, but it's the day that you are going to realize that I decided to do what is right. Create a new life. Be around people who always remind you that you're a better person. Don't let the bitter past bring the bitterness out of you, but let the bitterness that you have gone through bring the best out of you. I always tell people that yes, I came from a broken home, but a broken family is not supposed to come out of me. That's what I've decided. I'm not supposed to pick up the fragments of my past and I move with them. No. All I'm supposed to do is to move every day, day by day, with a clear vision that is on the inside of me, because I see better with my heart more than my eyes. If you can see it with your heart, you will touch it with your hands. That's why don't resist to open up your heart to the Almighty God, because He's putting a clear dream. He's putting lines of hope, lines of joy on the inside of each one of us. There is hope. There is hope for a tree when it is cut, that it will sprout again. I want to tell you, you haven't danced your best dance. You haven't smiled your best smile. You haven't touched even the surface of where God is taking you. Rejoice in the Lord, and again I say rejoice. You have hope. One thing I want to tell you, Jesus never fails. Never. Your bank account may fail. None of us, when it is so hard, you remember how much money you have on your account. But you want to know who cares for you. Because money can buy you food. But God gives you the appetite. Money buys for you a bed of gold. But God gives you the sleep. It can take you to the moon. But love resists the dust on Mars. So I want to ask you, let's move out and go out there and we shine. Arise and shine.
Yes.
You have a future. Someone is looking to you. Someone still believes in you. We still have very many years. We still have very many candles to lighten up. Please go on day by day. Don't resist your match. Light up that candle and let it be passed to the next person, so they can also light up the next person. Light up the next person, because the future is waiting for the women to stand out. The future is waiting for you. The future believes that you can. It's only you who doesn't know. Believe in the person that you see in the mirror. They are a giant killer. They can do it. You want someone who is only going to a fashion store to buy the next level of wig? No. You're the person who is stronger, who is better, and you can do it. I want to tell you lastly, if I was able to do it, you can make it. You can make it. You can. You can. Just by me speaking in this place, I feel like I need to wake up. It feels like a dream. Yes. Like, just looking at that TV screen, I'm like, okay. It's like I'm the one on TV now. Yes, I can see my reflection there, and I believe. I believe. So even each one of us, believe that you can. Make it a point every day when you wake up. Stand in front of that big mirror in your house. Look at that person and speak to them. Tell them you're a champion. Tell them you're not a miserable person. You are not hopeless. You are not what your past says, but you are who your Creator says.
Yes.
If you believe it and you move day by day, I want to tell you, you'll flourish. People are going to ask, but these days, what's wrong with you? You always smile. And you tell them, He has made me glad. He has made me glad. You would have lost hope if you're not believed to see the goodness of the Lord in this land of the living. I want to ask you, believe that you will see His goodness. 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 And against all hope, I request you to believe. In every hopeless situation, remain hopeful. in every hopeless situation, remain hopeful. Where there seems to be no way, God will make a way for you. When we see the Red Sea, he was seeing a highway.
Yeah.
When that woman lost his own son, the widow in 9. You know, widows back then were real widows. In our generation, the widow first makes sure that the hair is well done. And then the way they cry according to the digital generation. They cry like they are saving their MBs. But widows back then, they were real widows. It was like as the procession was moving out, with all the hope that she had, the widow's son is dead. And then the widow's son meets the only begotten Son of God. And then the only begotten Son of God brings back to life the widow's son. So what am I saying? Each one of us, maybe we had things that were dead in our lives. It's time for us, for everything to be resurrected. So that you can move forward in Jesus' name. Move forward. Love you all. And may the Lord bless you. I remain Fred from Shillans. You can read about Shillans from the website and see what we do. And maybe, not maybe, think about coming to Uganda. In Jesus' name. So today Uganda has come to you. The next time, come to Uganda.
Where's my plane ticket?
All right.
Let's go, Todd.